right. Hey everyone. I'm gonna do a mix breakdown video today. Almost a year ago, I mixed this song uh, by Sean McVerry. It's called Up and Out off his debut album, Death of the Golden Boy. So check that out. But right now, we're gonna uh, just dive into the plugins I used and some mix techniques and I don't know. I'm just gonna like stare at the screen and just like sort of uh, point at things and like uh, like a little tour guide of what's happening in what goes through my head and you get a glimpse of how Sean's head looks like via audio waves. So that should be fun. And does this sound weird? We might get a lot of mouth sounds. I apologize. That'll be a different video. I'll do an ASMR video. Maybe never. All right, here we go. Let's start with the mix bus, because I do sometimes start top down, which is sort of get the master part dialed in a little bit. I just realized how much work is involved and how much I'm not going to get into that exactly. I'm just going to show you what plugins I use. All right, so mostly UAD stuff. This is my master compressor I use, the VSC2. I like to use the Manley. Pro Q2, just that's a staple. The Studer for tape saturation, and here's some secret sauce. FabFilter Saturn. There's a preset here I like to use. It's called More Exciting, and I like to dial the mix knob to 20% or so, and just play around with that. Everything is just like I'm just playing around, you know. I get to have fun doing this, you know. So it's really just twisting. It's a career of twisting knobs. So, or using my trackpad to twist knobs. It's as good as it gets. So the heart of this is this drum break. So we'll start there. Before the processing. A lot of the character comes from this Omega transformer from Kush, which is sort of simulates the like having a microphone being plugged straight into an API console, which gives it a like a antique vintage grit saturation. So, and then after that, I have Little Lab's Voice of God for some weight in the kick. So you got that. So it's always when mixing, you always want the difference to be like just especially with a song like this, just a little more rockin'. So. Just trying to create excitement, and it's so cool. What I love about mixing is just like you can create excitement through math. Like this is all math here. And let me go back to speaking of math. In the master bus, I like to have for reference knowing what key the song is. So the song is in the key of A, and I have these presets that I made of different keys, so A, B, C, D, E, and so on, and pinpointing where that is on Pro Q2, the different octaves and the different frequency numbers. So you could see different bands, and you can reference, you know, A1 is 55 hertz. And you can use that to your advantage when dialing in different during EQs. You get to judge, how to mix things with those numbers. Moving on. All right, so we got a kick layer. Sort of just I drank a lot of espresso this morning, so I'm trying to do this like Iron Chef style and just see how much I can say in the shortest amount of time. So moving on, we're still in the drums. Kick layer. I think that's pretty straightforward. Let's go to the floor toms. So, the goal here is always to just make it more rockin', And usually what that means is just add more distortion, add more saturation. So here's the floor tom dry. It's already pretty rockin', but the mixer's job is to just keep enhancing. So I duplicated that, and 12 decibels underneath is a layer of a decapitated stem. So the drive is all the way up. This is in piece style, mixes up, and it just adds that. Right, and I'm not afraid of just hitting things hard. You gotta hit things hard, and then the floor toms are going into this bus. Just more punch with Pro C. And another mathy thing I like to do is knowing the release time. So this is in 16th notes grid, and you can, here in Pro Tools, you can decipher how many milliseconds a 16th note is. So that's 136.136 milliseconds. And you use that to dial in I'll plug that in as the release time in different for different compressors. So everything is acting in a pretty controlled manner. After that, some EQ. I love FabFilter's Pro MB for some dynamic compression. Okay. You'll notice in as I go through this session, I've committed a lot of tracks just to conserve CPU, because sometimes I'll go heavy-handed with processing. Sometimes not. Like this, sometimes it's not needed. Like this kick layer only has one little plugin, little EQ. Moving on, we got cowbell. CPU's really working hard here. Wonder why. I did turn everything on, even the uncommitted tracks. So that's why. So let's move on to the bass. Here's the bass, very rockin' bass. Oh, come on. Okay. I'm gonna lose this Iron Chef round. Why? You know what? I'll just know what. I don't know what. Maybe I'll do a different part. So this is part 1, drums. And we're back to part 2. Okay, here we go. Let's look at the bass here. All right, so dry, it sounded like. Right. Then, similar to what I did with the floor toms, I have a parallel, I'm using parallel processing to add saturation and distortion. So here's good old decapitator again, and at the same ratio, it's minus 12 decibels below the dry stem. And saturation super helpful in modern mixing because those harmonics really translate well through iPhone, cell phone, smartphone speakers, or just smaller speakers in general. I've been using the CL1B for bass. Then the Studer bass setting. Taming some EQ there. I like to use the Pro L limiter. Settings. Okay, so once again, I'll commit tracks as soon as I like a sound. There's no automation on this, so on this particular stem. So let me just mute it, or make inactive. And here is the committed stem. And I sometimes feel free to go wild and continue with adding things or mixing things. So there's the Omega transformer once again, adding more flavor as the mixing process continues. I'll probably desire more rockin' and rollin' down the line. I love that. It just has this weird tape quality, or just it breaks up the sound in an interesting way. This Omega. Also split up the bass stem for this different section and processed it in a very intense way. So it's a different part, so it wanted to be colored differently. So I duplicated that and used UAD's raw stomp box for extra distortion. And I'm using mod delay here for CPU friendly delay, or fake stereo. Ooh, wait, there it is. So I use this setting for a very wide effect, very wide stereo effect, 18 milliseconds to the right, 0 on the left. And you get a wide distortion versus a mono. So that's a cool layer. And I know what you're thinking. Let's hear the drums underneath that. Actually, it's just a kick. Not much drums in that part are over here. Let's add the drum break. That's it. Alright, great. So I got the drums and the bass. The next thing I look at are the vocals. So once you got a solid band, a salad band, you wanna let's dress up the singer a little bit. Address the singer by dressing him up. All right, here we go. So this is which section should I focus on? Let's do. All right, let's bring them all in, and then just to hear everything there. Where get the sun, throwing it down, don't hit me when the chemicals decide to flip and then betray me. Can we fall into each other? Where get the... If you want to hear the song, you gotta go to Spotify, listen to the whole thing. God knows, maybe Instagram might kick me off if I play this song as in its complete version. So that's why we're gonna break it down little by little. So let's start with the lead. Sing it out, into it, over it by morning light. Dry, that sounded. Sing it out, into it, over it by morning light. So with most aux channels for this the Vox aux, I'll start off with Slate's Slate stuff, and I have a preset for different aux things. So this one's called the Vox Sum Vibe Strip. So this is pretty much the starting point for most sessions, and then I'll dial in I'll just dial it in as I hear it. Sing it out. So this is the processing for all the vocals. Just going through this channel, 76, an LA2A, Neve style EQ, SSL style EQ, and 2 saturation channels, both at 20% mix knob, but the saturation is like really pushing it. Then a trimmer. So that's the starting point, and then I get into the processing of the individual tracks. So sing it out, into it, over it by morning light. UAD's LA76. Speak to me, let it breathe, fire little Gemini. Then to an LA2A. then
I could be wrong. I could just let it take me.
I'm gonna go into Decapitator.
Where get the sun? Throwing the down. Don't hate me when the chemicals decide to flip in and betray me.
It gets a bit aggressive. I hit punish. It's in punish mode at 2 drive, but the mix is at 19% in E style. It's just, whatever feels, whatever, like the amount of saturation all depends on the song. So it's just dialing it in musically. It's not all set in stone. The next is de-esser. Pro MB. If there was a secret, this is my secret. Vocals, single vocal enhancement is my go-to preset. Really brings the vocals up front. Another instance of Pro MB for more mids, for taming mids, high mids. Plate reverb I use, EMT 140. There's a Galaxy Tape Echo also. And also, with this session, I had UAD's capital chambers for reverb, but I was using a free, the demo trial version, so I don't have it right now. Fortunately, I knew I wasn't going to buy it right away, so I printed it. I printed that reverb, so fortunately we can hear it. If the CPU doesn't work, we've gone over 10 minutes. All right. We're gonna see you in the next video. I'm gonna let the computer just relax. Hey everyone, welcome back. Thanks for watching. This is part 3, the final countdown. Let's get into it. Let's get into the music of this. So starting with the Melotrons. So here's a Melotron piano. And I have the instrument buses. The instrument buses. Everything's going into the Studer. Beautiful, right? Moving on, let's add the Melotron string and brass layer. And I have it's going to one reverb send, which is the Disney Hall. The Disney Hall. We love Disney Plus. The Disney Plus Hall. All right, is there any other? Oh, we have a Solina ARP. Cool. And then, so we have those 3 key parts. And then we have 2 live horn parts to bring some air and life. So here's the sax. You know what? And the sax was also going through the capital reverb, and VMR, Slate, same stuff. Let me play the committed track. Now the trumpet. Oh, here's a cool trumpet part in the second chorus. Right? And the last thing is the guitar solo, which is pretty psychedelic. So the funky part is this guitar delay. All right. So I think those are all the instruments, and then some effects like swells and stuff. But those are all the main elements, and let's hear that second chorus on. Let's see how much we could play before the Pro Tools craps out. We can only play 2 seconds. Okay. Again, you can listen to this song on Spotify and other streaming platforms. Yeah. If you have any questions, you can Google it, and someone smarter and more articulate can answer you. But if you have something very specific, sure, hit that comment section, and I'll look at it, and I'll be happy to tell you something. So cool. I think I had fun doing this. I haven't done a mix breakdown before. If you want to see more, then you gotta pay me, because I want to do. There are other things I want to do with my time. I'm just playing. I'm into podcasts. I like listening to podcasts. So, I got a bunch on queue right now, and I'm just gonna enjoy the sunny weather today. And yeah, I'll see you out there.